Alright, welcome to my YouTube. Usually we do fitness and fitness journeys and stuff like that, but I thought I'd switch it up. I just played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, base game all the way through, and both DLCs all the way through, and then a week later, they dropped this trailer. Crazy coincidence. I do have a sore throat again, and for those who might be on my fitness channel, I haven't been uploading for a lot. I got ammonia, I got some other family stuff happen. We're gonna get back to the fitness. However, I thought we would react to The Witcher 3 cinematic reveal trailer. I did see this trailer on my phone, so this is not a first time reaction to this trailer. However, if we go over here, you can see the Witcher 4 official cinematic trailer breakdown. I have not watched this or seen anything of this, and I also found this video, which I thought was pretty cool, was first interview, which I have not seen. So I don't know if this one should be watched before this one, because I just noticed it said first. But I figured we'll just go in this order, watch the trailer, give you my opinions, break some stuff down, some things I noticed in the trailer the first time I saw it, and then watching it again, I'll probably notice something else. Other than that, this is my first time doing any sort of reaction stuff, so let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of style of stuff. Get away with fitness from a little bit. And hopefully audio and videos, all that is decent. And this is first try, so let's get going. In Unreal Engine 5.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into
You know what I
a
noticed
remarkably
about
young lass with much.
You know what I noticed about the dialogue is, hardcore Witcher fans know this. Cirilla was considered a devilish child, so you can definitely see the dialogue kind of being for both of the girls here, not specifically just the girl who's being used as a sacrifice. I just thought that was pretty cool. If you really dig into that, you can tell that it's about Cirilla like growing up,
Grace,
becoming her own now.
Wisdom, and kindness. Take the easy times what shape is.
Also, the sword. I told you, I'm breaking this down in my way. Check this sword out. First of all, handle's cool, but when she opens it, I originally thought this was the sword she got in the canon ending now for when she becomes a Witcher. However, when I go back, and we can even look that up on YouTube, actually, if we go to YouTube right here and we look it up on YouTube, Ciri becomes a Witcher. Sorry, I'm gonna skip the ad because I don't know this YouTuber. I pulled this up before, as you could tell. Where is it?
Like it.
Right here.
You'll have ample opportunity soon enough, Witcher.
What's this?
You see how far she pulls it out? It's basically out of whatever you call it, the sheath, I think, or whatever. That is not the original sword. This is whatever sword this is that Geralt gave her. That's not the sword. That's not the sword. I noticed. I'm a Witcher nerd. Okay, that's the first thing I thought when I saw this trailer on my phone. All right, that's the first thing I thought. Was like, wait a minute, I don't remember that in the game, but maybe. If we're lucky, maybe the one in the game we'll find later on in the side quest or something.
What shape is, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times. What does that for us? Even heart of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling. Sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
The destiny thing I noticed is really interesting too, because not only do they talk about filling your destiny now, but the monster says Destiny 2 later. So I definitely think this game is gonna have a lot of Elder Blood lore for sure. I don't see how they couldn't. Looks phenomenal.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
then here coming up, bro.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did you take?
Now, I paused a little too soon, but if you, at this point here,
Witcher! Whose coin did you take?
you can see how his head turned down. So if this, I don't know if this would be a quest in the game. I doubt it. But if it was, chances are the father's the one who paid for The Witcher.
Nay, nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods.
No!
And then we finally get to see Cirilla's real face. Now, we'll get into it later in the video about looks and stuff, and we can look up some comments I saw. I think it's pretty funny. But the main thing I want to point out is her eyes. For hardcore Witcher fans know that you have to go under the mutation to get these eyes. So the real question is, when did she go under the mutation? Did her elder blood help her become a Witcher? There's a lot of questions, and I'm hoping the game answers that, and it's not like some, you just play her, she's a Witcher, there's a book you read. I really hope the game explains this. But overall, I love the look. I think it looks great. The hair.
You chose her.
Some of the angles I saw online definitely, but like mostly, I mean, it looks like Cirilla to me from Witcher 3. And this is a really cool part too coming up. I really hope this is an area we get to explore in the game. That's just such a cool, like, cave. I also thought this was a wedding too. Totally. When I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, is someone getting married?" But it's a sacrifice.
Go now.
Nay! I must save them. Save the village.
Save yourself.
And that's where we see her first medallion here, which is, man, my pausing game is horrible. Oh my god. Can I not do like a, there, that's pretty good. So, I think this is the cat school. Now, for being a Witcher nerd, you think I would know this, but I haven't read the books. But I'm pretty sure the Wolf School, which is where our beloved Geralt went, pretty much is done. If you remember in Witcher 3, once Vesemir died, I believe that was his name, they chose to split up. Like the other two, I forget their names, 100%. The other two Witchers that were there were like, yo, this puts the nail in the coffin, we're done, we're going our separate ways. And then obviously Geralt and Blood and Wine settles with Yennefer, and they have like a little home. So it's like the wolf's gone. The wolf school is pretty much dead. And I think the bear school is pretty much gone too. So I'm curious if this is going to be about like rebuilding the Witchers in general. Like just building the population back up. That's something that I always thought they should do too from a game's perspective, because people want like the build your Witcher style game, but it's like technically through the lore there's not that many Witchers left, nor is there that many schools left. So the only way to do a build your Witcher would be to go back like 100 years when witches are at their highest. But I think they made the right choice going to Cirilla.
Run to shelter, to your father.
Her armor looks amazing.
Run.
Her armor already looks better than all the armor I've gotten in Witcher 3. I don't care what anyone says. I hate the Griffin armor or whatever it is, and I like the Viper armor and the actual Witcher armor, the Wolf School. Other than that, the other armors I don't even know. Very cool cinematic. Seems like the monster fights with like some sort of fog. I'm not really sure. And then we get a bad to the bone moment. Now I'm not really sure what she drunk. I'm guessing this cat to see in the dark, but since it's not really that dark in the cave, it could be something else. But still a cool moment. I've told you guys, I'm nerding out right now, bro. This is amazing. fate cannot be changed. I don't think you have to be a Witcher nerd to realize that more than likely this is talking about her elder blood. It's obviously, and this is just maybe a nerd, it's obviously supposed to be related to the little town or city, whatever you want to call it. However, you could tell that the developers were hardcore in just putting in your face of elder blood, destiny, more going on. I don't see any other reason why they would do that. You cannot change anything. Now, this, I have no idea what this is. Because, in my opinion, she's an elder. Like, I don't know what that is. I have no clue. She's an elder blood teleporter thing, right? Like, couldn't she just, like, teleport it to, like, the cyberpunk world and just be done with it? No idea what that is. This is pretty cool. This would be a cool, like, maybe, like, shield parry kind of thing if it's in the game. I'm not sure if it will be. That's so bad.
She went to go to the woods.
Traditional Witcher.
It's tradition.
You try to save everybody and it ends up getting bad anyways.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
And there we go. Witcher 4. Whew. Man, when again, I wish I could watch this for the first time. I was like in awe. I was like, I cannot believe they did it. They brought, like, we literally are playing as Cirilla from Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So here's my personal opinion. Sorry, I'm doing that. My throat's kind of sore. So we have to think about, and this is me being nerdy, we have to think about logically, like, what to do. Okay? If you're a developer, you have 3 video games, and you have the books, all centered around Cirilla. I have not read the books, but I've played The Witcher 3, and I watched videos on YouTube about Witcher 1, Witcher 2, way back in the day when I first played The Witcher 3, of like just the lore, just kind of get to the grip of it, how, you know, Geralt lost his memory, ended up with Triss, and then he's really with Yennefer, and Yennefer's his true soulmate, blah, blah, blah. Right, I get it all. Every video game is about Cirilla. It's all about her. So, logically on paper, it makes no sense to add any other Witcher to the franchise as of right now. And I've always said to some of my friends, some of my, because, you know, like my boy Randy at Randy's World, I've said to anyone that I know that's like a hardcore gamer, Cirilla would be the great choice to add in a video game. And I said this way before the trailer, because her potential is endless when it comes to what you can do with her. Think about this. Cirilla can literally teleport to the cyberpunk universe whenever she wants to, if they don't get rid of her elder blood. And I highly doubt they will, since they talked about destiny multiple times in this cinematic trailer. You can't change your destiny, blah, blah, blah. Some people are bringing this into the, like, it's a woman destiny thing. I don't think so. If you play the video games, you know that they've been setting something up with her for a very long time. So I thought we could check out some comments here. Find out if Geralt is in Skellige, Vinland, Novigrad. Okay, that's hilarious. Hey, nay, you can't. This is tradition chosen by the gods. How about around a Gwyn? Hey, that will do. That's funny. So far, I'm not seeing any negative reviews on the actual Witcher 3. Find Ciri. Witcher 4. Find Geralt. That's funny. I get it. These are the funny ones. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize people were being serious when they said the Witcher 4 trailer was out. Dude, when I saw the 2 swords on the back and I saw it was CD Projekt Red or whatever, I knew it was Witcher immediately. I was like, what? Watching this in 5 years, 100%. Many years later, we'll look back to this trailer and say, I was there. That's fire. I like that one a lot. That's true. That's really true. My prediction for when the game will come out, I'm going to say 4 years maximum. I don't think they would release a trailer. I don't think they're going to repeat a Cyberpunk. I really don't. I think developers are going to start releasing games sooner when they release trailers. I really do. Because I just think we're at a time where it's like our technology is at peak. The graphics cards for PCs are so freaking stupid that it's almost like you just buy them for crypto mining at this point. Like, I'm being serious. Like just to play like The Witcher 4, it would be overkill. You would have more than enough power to play Witcher 4. It wouldn't even make sense. So because of that, I just find that I think games are going to start coming out faster. I don't think it'll be like next gen. I don't think it'll come out like the PS6 or anything. It'll be on the PS5 still. They'll probably come off like a PS6 remaster graphics edition or something, but I don't think they'll, like, enhancement. That's what it is. The PS5 has like enhanced. It's called PS5 enhanced version. They'll do that for The Witcher 4, but they're not going to come out on the PS6. I highly doubt it. Wake up, Witcher. We got monsters to kill. That's true. Wait. I'll be ashamed to play as Ciri after selling her so many times. Wait, what? Writing on your thoughts? Are you... What? The real question here is, find all the secrets in the hidden dialogue in Witcher 3 before this releases. Okay, I have a feeling I get what he's saying, but we're just gonna skip that one. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing too many hate comments on the actual Witcher 3 YouTube channel. I think true hardcore Witcher fans are gonna back me up on this too. Ciri is the absolute perfect choice for a continuation of The Witcher. I don't see any reason to bring some random dude or even a girl that we've never met, never seen in any way to the Witcher franchise. I think Cirilla will be a great Witcher, and I think this game is going to be fantastic. So now let's go over and check out the cinematic reveal trailer breakdown. Let's see what we got here.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Kalemba and I'm the game director of The Witcher 4, our new game. And this is our...
Whoa, wait a minute, why are my captions in a different language? What? Does it not let me put captions on because it thinks I'm in English? There it is. I need captions on because my volume's low. I don't want to have you guys have echoes.
Official breakdown for the very first cinematic trailer of the game. So let's dive right into the trailer. The first sequence sets up the stage.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child.
We
Doesn't
have two
Vesemir say
characters.
like she's a
They are preparing for
something devilish child?
One character is preparing for some kind of a ritual, tradition, clearly a celebration. But the second character is purely preparing for the battle, for the encounter. Two different characters, preparation, but a different set of tools.
Like I said, I thought it was a wedding my first time seeing
It
this.
looks like a
right
wedding,
there, I was like, oh, it's a
maybe?
wedding.
But as you see, it's not festive at all, right? People are
Yeah.
not laughing. People are not
Oh,
happy.
festivals are good too.
This is Stromford. This village is totally isolated place up north. And you know, the world of The Witcher is full of folk, full of grim, the darkness, monsters. The way they deal.
That's why we love The Witcher. Like people who are bringing like this whole look and you know, girl thing into it. It's like we're playing The Witcher for the grim, the darkness monsters, bro. Like, come on. Like, did you not see in the trailer that like that's what we're getting through the whole game? At least probably almost could put 100 hours into the game. I don't know.
With monsters for ages is sacrificing their people.
Sacrificing their what? People?
Here
Oh,
we
yeah.
reveal this young girl. Her name is Mioni. She tends to be sacrificed by her father, by the villagers. That's why this moment is so emotional. These people are kinda saying goodbye to someone that they know from that young. Okay, so now these characters joins. Their path are going to cross in a second. You have two swords on her back, the silver for monsters and the steel for humans. You have idea for sure that this is a Witcher.
The Witcher. Let's see what he says about Cirilla here. Ciri.
You can't.
Can't
It's
wait.
tradition. Chosen she is by the gods.
No! You chose her.
Okay, you have no idea how long we've been waiting for this moment. I mean, the entire team that invests so much passion into this project in recent years. We've been waiting for years to be able to finally show Ciri as the main protagonist of the game. Ciri's
I was trying to find a good, like... He's 100% right. Let's go there. How long they've been waiting. I agree with him. Because if they do it right, and they keep her elder blood... You know how in Witcher 3... We went to the, where the Wild Hunt is? Or whatever? And we went to, like, the Elven place? Imagine with her blood, because girls can never do this. We literally could like open our map up, just like you can fast travel in The Witcher 3. Go to Novigrad or whatever. With Cirilla, you could literally travel to the Elven world. Like, do you realize that? Like, you could travel there, bro. And like we could explore the whole Elven world. There could be monsters there and like just insane stuff. That's in a whole nother world. They could do that. They could bring a DLC to the game where it's a whole nother world. Like, it's not even part of the Witcher 3 world. Like, we're in different worlds now, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They might cook with this game, bro. They might cook, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This game could be legendary, bro. It could be like 11 out of 10 legendary. Especially if, like, I'm nerding out, but I'm just imagining, like, depending on how realistic they want to make the game, you call your horse over, you press like R1 or whatever on PS5, and you pull up the map, you go to world map, right? And then you just pick the Elden world, and you go to like, the Elven world, and it's like you just like do a little teleport thing, and you're not even in the Witcher 3 world anymore. You're in a whole nother world. You're teleporting between worlds. I'm just saying.
I mean, the entire team that invests so much passion into this project in recent years. We've been waiting for years to be able to finally show Ciri as the main protagonist of the game.
Ciri.
Ciri is one of these characters that,
I got
you know,
Ciri
the
right here, bro.
sentence that if there is less evil, lesser evil, I'd rather to not choose at all. Ciri will always choose. When it comes to the happiness, the moments that she was really happy about her life, it was in Kaer Morhen, among the other Witchers. For good and for bad, she wants to become a Witcher. In the word become, there is a journey. And I want people to experience this journey. As
Okay,
soon as we
I think that
enter the
confirms it
journey,
then.
And I want people to experience this.
There's a journey, and I want people to experience this. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I think that would be confirmed to me. that when you play Witcher 4, you're going to be going on the journey how she becomes a Witcher. So that to me makes me wonder, how long will the journey be until we become Witcher then? Like, let's just think like logically here. Like maybe like 4 hours of gaming before you become a Witcher. So like a good 4 hour, maybe 2 hour, 2.5 hours, something like that. Because you don't want it too long, right? You don't want to be like you're not going to spend the whole entire game like becoming a Witcher. That makes no sense. It's called The Witcher. So if you're not a Witcher when you boot the game up, maybe like I don't see it being more than 4 hours max. I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say right now 2 hours, or they could do maybe like a cinematic, like story kind of thing like they did with The Witcher 3. If you remember, like when you started it up, it was like showing Yennefer like in the war and she threw the rock or whatever. Maybe they'll do something like that. But from his voice, it sounds like he wants us to actually play Cirilla before we become a Witcher. That's what I'm taking from that.
As soon as we entered the woods, we decided to change the cinematography of this part. That in that moment, we wanted to make it more magical, more atmospheric. We wanted to make you smell the evil that is living in this cave. And maybe you can question why Ciri was actually waiting for this moment. She is a professional monster hunter, and she knows that using Mjolnir in that case was actually her advantage. She was,
Wait.
by pushing Mjolnir into the woods.
Wait, she... Yo, that is a Geralt thing to do. Wait a minute. She was waiting? They thought of that much in the trailer? I didn't think of that. Wait a minute. They literally... She used her as bait.
And
She used her as
letting
bait.
her
That's
sing the
funny,
song that
bro.
calls the evil.
She was bait.
She's also at the same time luring the evil.
Now,
Nay!
So there's this moment when she stops exactly when she knows that the evil woke up. That's the moment when
Whoa,
Ciri
that's
pushes
sick,
Mjolnir back
dude.
to
That's
the
such a
village.
that's such a Geralt thing to do. Is use someone as bait to
As
bring the
soon as
monster
the
out.
fog appears, Ciri knows that there's point of no return. Ciri enters the heart of darkness. She hears these noises, the voices, some kind of a hallucinations.
Also, it's hallucinations. See, I said, if you
She's a
remember,
bit
I said it was
puzzled,
smoke,
yeah?
like some
You
sort
see,
of like
she's not able to spot
like,
the monster. This is the way
like
how
Batman
this
style,
creature
like using the
fights.
smoke to like
It
disappear kind
tries
of thing,
to
but it was just
play with
making her
your fears.
hallucinate.
There's the moment of the opportunity that Ciri drinks a potion. This potion, it's not a regular potion. It's a poison witchers are capable to prepare. And she's becoming deadly focused here. There's no voices again, no fears. And this is the moment when she spots him, and this is the
Interesting.
moment when the real duel starts.
What if that's confirmed to be a new potion where it's like focus? Interesting. I don't know.
Finally, we are revealing Bauk, the monster. Very powerful creature in this world. And as you see, also we are showcasing something special about Ciri. Ciri is a powerful source. She can drain the energy out of the elements in this world.
Wait, hold up. Let me go back.
And as you see, also we are showcasing something special about Ciri. Ciri is a powerful source. She can drain the energy out of the elements in this world and catalyze it into the very powerful spell.
Okay. So she drains energy from something and then turns it into a spell. So that is that going to be like the mechanics of the combat then, where you, I mean, I'm guessing like it'll be a little different from the trailer. So let's say you find like red smoke, you harness the red smoke, you turn into a gigantic fireball. I'm just saying, like, is that what we're gonna do? I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. If she became a Witcher and lost her Elder Blood abilities, and now this is some sort of like, oh, this is all I can do, I might be a little upset because I just went off saying how great this could be. but we'll see how how it is in the game. I guess I don't know. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. I thought because like Yennefer taught her spells as a magic because she can use magic. I don't know.
And that way, she built another opportunity window to be able to chop his limbs. And finally, uses one of his utility tools, Chain, we're presenting here. And we are also referring to the very first trailer.
Okay, here we go. So that is kind of confirming it then.
And
I'm
finally,
guessing
uses one of his utility tools, Chain.
right here, using one of his utility tools, Chain,
We're presenting here. And we are also referring
and we're also referring to, not sure yet, but we'll get to that. So, but I'm considering like utility tool. So I'm guessing this must be some sort of maybe like rope, like in Uncharted or whatever. Use a rope, you can use it. Maybe it's like a shield. If you know, like L2, you hold your shield up. Maybe this is like that rope, you use L2 for your rope. Not sure. We'll see.
to the very first trailer that we showcased years ago, the Witcher 1, Geralt fighting with Striga.
There's a
They will have the
Witcher
chain.
trailer for that?
More than that,
Witcher
Ciri
1?
is able to
Nah,
chant
I'm
this
too
chain.
too young, I guess.
And
I
that's
don't know.
why there's this fire spell on top of it, which makes this chain even stronger.
Old, I guess, actually. Should say. Like I said, I never played 1 or 2. Only Witcher 3, and just read up on it on
And
YouTube.
this is another tough lesson in this grim world. Ciri wasn't able to save Mjolnir
Yeah,
because some people are incapable of change.
yeah.
Balk won because they let themselves being still driven by the fear. She knows for sure that they'll get this at some point because the fog will never get back. They will probably remember her, the silver hair girl who saved them. And there's going to be a moment of change, but the time needs to come.
That's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods, to go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
This world is dark, is grim,
Right.
but there is a light. There is this warmth, there's this hope in the end. In this case, Mjolnir got killed by her people. But as you know, our games, there are choices and consequences.
Yeah, that's why we
There's
like The
going to be
Witcher
a way to save her.
series. That's why we like it.
And this is the hope that the Witcher world brings also. That actually gives you this contrast between grim and hope. And this is what I love in this world.
Yeah. I'm still excited. I'm still mad excited. 2 people said about this game. I only have one question. Will there be Gwent 2? Here's a hot take. My first playthrough I ever played of Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, first ever. I played a little bit of Gwent. After that, I never touched it again. So, take that how you will. I'm just not a big fan of mini games and games. I buy a game because I want to play the game. I want to go around and kill monsters, not play cards. It's just me though. So, hope it comes out before new consoles. Yeah, I think it will. I think it'll come out before new consoles. Weep, time to play The Witcher 3 another 10 times till release. On God, bro. I just finished it like a week ago or whatever. Might do another playthrough. Seeing Ciri are a little shallow getting her own game. Wait, right? Say that right? What a moment. About the iconic phrase, there are no gods here, only monsters. Her character is just extraordinary as Geralt. I can't wait to see what will come in the new game. Yeah, that's pretty true. Geralt's true, killing monsters. Ciri's true, there are only monsters. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. Winds howling. That's funny. Here's a good one. This is a good one. The only thing I don't understand yet is how Ciri went through the trial of Gratis to become a fully fledged Witcher. I'm not going to read the rest of it because if you remember, I don't know exactly where it's at. I think it's right after she gets
Ciri is one of these characters that, you know, the sentence that she was really happy as soon
yeah,
and
right
I
here.
want people to experience this journey.
I think that confirms that guy's comment. We can even put that because there's a journey and I want people to experience this. I'm going to put that actually. 3, can I, how do I do this? Alright, so here's what I put. 305 time. Oh, I should put a period because it ends it. He said it's a journey he wants us to experience. Boom. That's what I get from that. We'll reply to that. Boom, right there. So hopefully that helps that guy out because it makes it very clear what he says in the video. Would like to see other locations like Orange or go even further north. Yeah, I agree. I can't. Again, I'm really bad at names and all those pronunciations, but I don't know if this is that Elven world or what, but I would love to go to that Elven world. Like I said, she has the power to do that. I'm so happy to see Ciri again. I love you. You know, I'm seeing a lot of positive right now. Like, this is, like, directly from the website, I guess. Like, I definitely have some TikToks. Like, let me see if I show you my one TikTok. Check this out. So then, it was absolutely quite literally the worst choice possible given. It's been explained about 20 times why she can't ever physically be a true Witcher with the mutations, right? I commented, most likely to explain in the game. Funny enough, I'm watching this with you guys now, and they pretty much said it's a journey he wants us to go on. Plus, let's not forget about her elder blood. She literally could go to the cyberpunk world if she wanted to. I'm gonna be honest. I had nothing else to say other than that because it's true. She literally could. I think the possibilities with Cirilla are very high. I'm really excited for this game. And other than that, I haven't seen other than X, like other than X, and I could go to X and we go to like right here. This ain't the one I saw. Here we go. So this one has like, you know, 3K likes, 135K views. Hype for Witcher 4, but dude, Ciri looks literally nothing like herself. It's like they didn't even try. She's older. Her entire facial structure is different. This is not what old Ciri would even look like. Why'd they make her uglier? So, here's the funny part. I don't really see much of a difference here. I really don't. Maybe she's a little more muscular because she's been killing monsters and she has an 8-pack. Other than that, her eyes are definitely gone because she's a Witcher now. But her scar's the same. Her hair's pretty much the same. Here's the thing. If you guys played Red Dead Redemption 2, you guys know you can, like, you know, they took it really seriously. You can, like, go to, like, a bathhouse, get, like, you can, like, bath, you can make yourself cleaner, you can do haircuts. Dude, you can make yourself look like a high-end banker in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, in my opinion, if they take this game as serious as I think they will, there's a high chance, a really high chance, you probably could make her look like the right one again. I'm just being honest here. Like, you go to, like, your house or whatever, you do your thing, you cut your hair, go to the short hairstyle again, you get rid of the long ponytail, and there you go. And you made both people happy. I'm just saying. Like, it makes logical sense that they would allow something like that in a video game. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So, look at this. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I personally see nothing wrong with it whatsoever. You know, I mean, if we're being serious, like, she looks like young. Like, she looks 16 in this. And then in this one, she looks like she's, like, in her late 20s. You know, going into 30s. You know what I mean? Like, Like, she's like, oh, you know, I haven't become a Witcher. And then this one's like, I literally have killed like 10 monsters on the way to do this quest. I'm just saying. So we have one more video I want to watch. This one right here. And then I think that'll end this video.
Be Siri. Was there ever any doubt? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like, to be very honest, like, since I remember, like, I remember discussions after, like, releasing Wild Hunt that...
Wait, hang on, I went too far. Here we go.
Kicking off a new trilogy, The Witcher 4 will see you play as fan favourite Ciri of Sintra. We asked if there was ever any doubt in casting her as the lead in the new game.
Was it always going to be Siri? Was there ever any doubt? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like...
Yo, you see how fast they shook their head? Yeah, dude. These guys, bro, these guys have the books. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3. Too much not to make Cirilla the main character. Just too much.
Very honest, like, since I remember, like, I remember discussions after, like, releasing Wild Hunt that you know, it is natural path for her to prove herself. And Ciri always loved Kaer Morhen, the childhood, you know, the moments that she spent with Witchers and with her foster father too, with Geralt. And that was very natural choice for us. That, you know, that's the time for her, and there's plenty of room for her and for us also to build on top. You know, like, there's so much room for exploration and
Like how he says exploration. That's really great. I was really hoping he would say something like that, because the room, I'm going to keep saying this over and over until it's debunked in the game. You could literally be walking, open your map, press M on your keyboard, and literally be like, I want to go to a world that's only water, because the side quest wants me to do that, because I need like special water in world 1055. She can do that.
And because she's such a nuanced character, and also at the beginning of her journey, so that gives us freedom and so many opportunities to be able to dig in and use for good, right?
Yeah, and also it was in the talks already, even when we were doing the Witcher Wild Hunt.
Wow. Dude, I called it, bro. They have too much source material for her. It was even when we were doing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, actually. That's insane. So 10 years. 10 years. They literally have been trying to figure out how they're going to do their own game with her. That is insane. It makes me wonder, what if they were going to do a DLC? Like, what if Hearts and Stones and Blood and Wine weren't supposed to be Hearts and Stones and Blood and Wine? What if it was going to be like like both the DLCs would be just one expansion, and it would be like you play as Cirilla and doing like side quests or something. It makes me wonder if they thought about it for Witcher 3. I didn't think they were that far into it, but it makes sense.
Actually, she was already playable character there, right?
Yeah.
So this was the kind of natural choice. And she's also younger, and there's, you know, a lot of in front of her as well. She is. We know her story, but she's less defined than the character, yeah? Because she's younger, because she's less experienced, and because she's so passionate as a person, right? And she cares so much. It gives us
that is true.
an amazing
She's very
opportunity
caring. Like, you notice
for us
throughout the
as
whole story, she's like
creators
always
and
putting
for
herself
the
in danger
players
for like no
after,
reason.
after,
But she probably gets that from
when
the
they
wolf,
will,
though.
get,
Just saying.
you know, to play the game.
Oh, boy.
To experience more uncertainty and more surprises because of that character, right? So
Wait,
more
well,
uncertainty,
you know, play the game to experience more uncertainty
and
more surprises because of the character. Just look at her facial expression real quick. Look at her facial expression.
to play the game, to experience more uncertainty and more surprises because of that character, right?
Look at that smile. That is, we know she has elder blood, and we know that she can do some crazy stuff. That's what that is right there. Give me insaneness. I want just like what's going on the screen right now. This makes no sense. Insane elder blood stuff. Let's go. Come on.
So we think this is actually amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also we pay respect to everything we've created so far. So, you know, players that know this game, The Witcher, the world, they for sure remember that the last time they've seen Geralt was actually in the 10th anniversary video.
Again, it's the same thing I said before. Would you, like, think about it. Would you really prefer a build your own Witcher where it's like you know nothing of anything in the video game? What, maybe you build your own Witcher, you give him some cool purple eyes, and you go see Dandelion? That's about it. And would you prefer them to make a whole new character that literally is like, man, I forget his name, but he's actually in The Witcher 3. You can, meet him in a side quest. He's like a buff Witcher. I forget his name. But would you prefer them to use him as a main character, or other guys as a main character, or even some of the other wolf guys? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I just think there's not enough there as a connection with Geralt, because people play the game for Geralt. So it's like, if you're gonna play another Witcher game and specifically call it Witcher 4, not like Witcher Sandra or the, you know, Caribbean or something, it makes logical sense that you want to use a character that you like truly love. So, and people, I think, are just taking it a little too far.
That, you know, he actually been there in this mansion that he got from Queen Henrietta, that he invited all his friends, and you know, he put this sword on the mantle, and kind of he's there in Toussaint, right? He's so important for us and for Ciri, and definitely he's going to appear in the game. I cannot tell you more, but I
Wait,
think the
what?
game is there in Toussaint, right? So got from Queen Henrietta, that he invited all his friends, and you know, he put this sword on the mantle, and kind of he's there in Toussaint, right? He's so important for us and for Ciri, and definitely he's going to appear in.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Who pours a drink? Hang on, I've seen this video before, but I don't remember that.
Strange species I've never seen. They grab Yennefer, lock themselves in her lab, spend all day brewing. Wouldn't dare interrupt them. Not that I'm everything. And no, we all miss you, old friend. So, might be my birthday, but I say, here's to you.
He's talking about Geralt?
Now, tell us how you're doing. As I said, find it hard to sit still.
Wow, you know, I totally forgot that they go to his house. Like, he settled down. Like, he actually got a home.
Rietta's vineyards, the odd moonlit.
So he must be talking about Geralt, right? Unless I'm missing something. I'll go back one more time.
He's there in Toussaint, right? He's so important for us and for Ciri, and definitely he's going to appear in the game. I cannot tell you more, but I think the promise is enough. But yeah, we believe that this journey, the new saga, this new trilogy, is definitely for her.
I think that confirms that he's going to be in the game, because he's the only one that brought up a drink. So Geralt will appear in the game, but just not as like a main character. Okay.
You know, the way we make games, like in this case, like we have again like predefined character. We actually love it because there is for us a great opportunity to make the journey tailored to Ciri herself. So we'll let players to immerse themselves even more into the story. That's great when it comes to, but it's definitely, she's not a female girl. Like Ciri is super strong, you know, personality, you know, we always say like, Ciri is so passionate about what she's doing that she will always choose. Doesn't matter. Like she will always choose the bigger evil. You know what I mean? She will never be neutral. She will go for it, And then, you know, like in this case, in the case of trailer, she also got a tough lesson in this case that she wasn't able to save Mjolnir, the character. Like actually, she got the lesson that she's not. You know, she did her best. She tried to prove them wrong, but ultimately she failed because she couldn't save her. So you know, she cannot have the control of everything. But definitely she brought the change, and they will at some point experience it. But yeah, it's definitely not Geralt. But we have to also remember that she brought up in Kaer Morhen, and Geralt was training her. So you should feel she's way more agile, right? When it comes to the way she fights. But there's some pirouettes, there's some, you know, the combat style, the way she deals with the sword. Definitely inspired by the Geralt, because that's the foster father who trained her in Kaer Morhen. And we need to find this common denominator when it comes to, you know, the fighting or the approach here and there. But absolutely, as I said before, she's definitely more like a blank page when it comes to, you know, she's like organic. She's all about learning right now. She's all about becoming the Witcher her way.
Yeah.
So
I think that's also to remember that although I personally love Geralt, right, and there are millions of players and fans that love him too, but we need to remember that it's also not only sentiment for the old players, but we want to go through the wider audience, right? There are many people that were so young back then when the Witcher Wild Hunt was released, so it will be a new experience for them entirely, right? So this is just a character we want to put in and give an origin story in a world that some part of the world knows.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is a new
people that never played The Witcher before will pick it up,
right?
and it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm kind of jealous if you've never played Witcher and you're going to play this, because if they do it right, they're going to build everything on top of Witcher 3.
It's interesting to hear you use the phrase origin story. I mean, we know some of Ciri, of course, but it seems like almost she's coming into her own here, and we see her in the trailer like literally stumble to some extent, right? So I almost get hints of like the first Spider-Man movie, the first Batman Year One, you know, like. Is that a fair comparison that she's sort of, you know, like finding out who she is as a fighter, as a like all that stuff is coming together? That's what that means.
It's definitely like I think you have pretty good intuition when it comes to, you know, the character that needs to form in a way, right? So that's a very natural, I would say, way for all the young characters that are like, you know, struggling. I wouldn't also at the same time compare it like to like simply Batman on Spider-Man. Definitely there are some things in common when it comes to fantasies, but you know, like let's even say about one thing, like Geralt was so much defined already that, you know, he had his own codex that he developed over years, right? So he knew what to choose, A, B, C. He was like really defined, very like grounded, right? Ciri, she is on her way, defining the way she deals with the struggles around, the problems, the quests, and I think that gives us also a great opportunity, and also for players to be able to kind of co-define her on a journey.
Right, and to define the way the Witcher she will be, right? The kind of Witcher she will be to do it with her, actually, during the adventure and the story, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. It'll give the players their true freedom of like being able to choose things, because technically we don't like they said, we don't know too much about Cirilla. We know that she would help someone, like in the forest when the girl and she saved her from the werewolf. We know that she would definitely go out of her way to save someone, even if the Wild Hunt's right after her. So we do know that, but we really don't know what she'll do in a scenario where she gets people killed on her own. Because usually she had Geralt, Yennefer, and all of them kind of like, nope, you're just coming with us, we're going here. She doesn't seem like to have that anymore. So we'll be interested to see how she deals with those things on her own.
Books,
and I'm
games,
guessing
and the
that we'll
smash
be
hit
the ones
Netflix
to
show,
decide
The
that.
Witcher has a deeply developed world. We asked how The Witcher 4 will expand on this further.
So yeah, like generally the world of The Witcher is grim, as you probably experienced it in the trailer. It's really dark, but there is this light of hope always. And yeah, definitely Ciri could potentially help her, save her. And this is what we do always, right? We give these choices and consequences to the player. And I believe that, you know, seasoned players that remember Witcher 1, 2, 3, that remember Northern Realms, they will definitely be satisfied as new gamers that will join us, because that's going to be a new story, new beginning, new protagonist, and what's cool, new regions. So we are expanding the map. We're gonna let players to explore new lands that are also pretty unique, because we put a lot of emphasis of creating this identity for each region that is special to its own kind of root origin. And new characters, new emotions, new adventures. But definitely what is in common is that Ciri, as a Witcher, she's a monster hunter, a professional for hire.
Yeah. And I think it's maybe worth to, because we cannot tell a lot about the new regions and the locations that you will visit in the game, but we can tell that the village you've seen in the trailer, it's called Stormford, and it's far north, it's a very isolated one, and it will be in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, so I was kind of right. It could be a quest, and we might be able to actually interact with that quest. That'd be really cool. They didn't tell us much about the new areas they're adding, but I promise you, as a gamer, I'm sending you a letter that's gonna be emotional in every way. If you don't give me a Cirilla that is here 1 minute and poof, that universe is no more, she's in a whole nother universe, whole nother world, and we're with Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm just saying.
Small village you'll be able to encounter, you'll be able to visit. You'll actually be able to get to know these NPCs.
Yeah.
How would you say the state of the world compares to when we last saw it in the Witcher games?
Yeah, it's a few years later after Wild Hunt. So I cannot tell you a lot here regarding, let's call it external stakes. But definitely it's a few years later. The world is changing, but generally Ciri is kind of proving herself on the path to become the Witcher. So that's what I can share right now, right?
Yeah, I'm just so many things in my head, but it's too soon right now, right? So
yes. You know, there are a few things in common for every Witcher. You are a mutant. And like in the case of trailer, also you have people that are like, you know, believing in some superstitions, and they are like in fear all the time since they remember, right? Because they were sending these people to the forest to kind of get a few years more until the fog will come back. And it you know, it was some strange belief, but as you've noticed, like, they've encountered Witcher, and the villager there, he was pissed off, literally. And because they are in fear also, they are mutants. They don't want to have Witchers around them, but they need them. So that's a very cool conflict already. Yeah. And the Witcher needs to be kind of wise. Of course, they are making it for coin, but still, you are playing ultimately you are playing a professional to deal with monsters in this world, and he specifically called her Witcher, right? Because he noticed the gear, 2 swords, the silver for monsters, probably the steel for humans, and then, you know, full armor, medallion, right? So he specifically called her Witcher. But you could also notice how afraid he was, which turn around. And like, you know, Ciri is tough. Like, you know, she's a tough girl. Like, she was running away all her life, and finally she was trained in Kaer Morhen. So, like, and at some point she's becoming a mutant. She's a super tough mutant, kind of supernatural being, and on top of that, she's the source that makes her even more powerful. So yeah, this is the rough world for every single character, even kings.
Why is everyone
I really wish the interview would be like, what about Elder Blood?
Just use pi.
Why hasn't he said anything about the Elder Blood? Or they said anything about the Elder Blood? That makes me mad.
Ads for you. Like, imagine watching.
I mean, he does say right there she's a sorcerer, so she's powerful. I don't know.
Combat
I
continues to evolve
want
with
Elder
each
Blood
new entry in the franchise, so we were keen to find out how The Witcher 4 will switch it up.
First of all, it's too soon to say about the details. However, we wanted to tease a little bit, give you some premise in the trailer. You can already see that she has as a source, so she's got, a different.
Wait, was that it?
Find out how The Witcher 4 can.
Single character, even kings.
What does he say here?
Combat continues to evolve with each new entry in the franchise, so we were keen to find out how The Witcher 4 will switch it up.
First of all, it's too soon to say about the details. However, we wanted to tease a little bit, give you some premise in the trailer. You can already see that she has as a source, so she's got,
known as the source. So is that what they're calling her Elder Blood now? Is the source? I don't know.
Skill set, right? So you can tell that she's using her magic. She's taking out the elements from it, right? And she's a catalyzer. You can see she's doing the spells much more because it's a magic that it's not a normal science as Geralt has, right? She's more powerful on that field. So this is one thing. Do you want to talk about the chain thing? Or
yeah, you can go if you want. Yeah, like absolutely. The chain is one of her utility tools that she's going to use it. Which is a cool segue when you look at that from the perspective of, like, let's say the past, the very first trailer for The Witcher 1. You remember it was Geralt fighting Striga with the chain. So it's kind of a wolf thing when it comes to the schools, right? Like with every next game, we are pushing the boundary when it comes to the gameplay. So it's not only The Witcher that we take into account, but it's also Cyberpunk, right? So we've learned a lot as a studio, as a team. And the team is currently like a mix of people that worked on The Witcher Wild Hunt, but also that worked on Cyberpunk. So this is great because we learn from each other, and there's like so many lessons we've gathered over the last decade. We want to definitely want to push the gameplay. We want to actually push every single discipline level.
Yeah, I just want to say that we are storytellers, right? And this is story heavy, and this is in our like hearts at most, we may say. But for us, to pushing it with each installment more and to having more. Consistent and put every element so you have fun no matter what player you are.
They're just storytellers. I like that a lot. A lot of video games need to take notes right here.
Yeah, there's definitely in Ciri there's a lot of room for development, right? Generally, like when it comes to her skills, abilities. So yeah. Absolutely.
But for sure we'll be focusing on the player agency, right? So,
yeah, like absolutely. Player agency is always in the center.
Because it's our RPG.
Yeah.
There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
But certainly based upon one of the last lines we heard in that trailer, no gods, only monsters.
Yeah.
Leads me to think there's plenty of monsters in this world.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's first of all, it's plenty of monsters in this world, and we're gonna create new ones. But what's really cool is it's another perspective of what the monster is in this world, right? Sometimes in this world, as you experienced some of maybe you for sure, in let's say killing monsters, there was the human that was more monstrous than the regular monster. But here, Ciri is also defeating her own monster because she's kind of trying to, defend the fear. From the fear that actually the Bauk, the monster, is kind of using against her. But
and like actually Bauk, so the monster from the trailer, right, is a Serbian inspiration, the folk one, and you can expect in the game, experience and fights like that, right? So it's more complex monster, right? This one is teasing with your mind and playing games with your head.
That's bad to the bone.
It fits on the fear. So there is some.
You mean to tell me that we could fight a monster in a game that feeds on fear of possibly the choices we've made in the game? So let's say we don't save Dandelion And now the monster's remembering and constantly plugging in our brain that we let him die. That's bad to the bone.
More, I would say, relation to that fight, right? So this is a direction we're going, and this is for sure just one of the monsters you will experience.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 100.
What stage would you guys say you're at right now in development?
Yeah, so we've entered production a few weeks ago, and right now the team is shaped. So we're more than 400 people, and but the teams are already set up and working together in that structure. So we already have pipelines, and we're really hyped because this is the moment you know what to do. You've got tools, you've got everything, and you're just going through that. So we're scaled up and ready to continue, right, and to deliver you the game, right, at some point. So
at some point, 4 years maybe.
Kicking off production right now.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
you.
What a great kind of energy to bring into the Game Awards.
Oh yeah. Actually, it was perfect timing for us. Like perfect. It clicked. Like I was like entering production. Then we had the trailer that we've been like kind of finalizing, and then like all clicked. It's a perfect fuel. Great motivation for all of us. So yeah, I think the team is super excited.
And even on the level that we can finally say The Witcher 4 publicly and aloud, right? This is amazing.
That's
not
also
a code name,
right?
not a code name anymore. So this is also excited.
We'll probably try to
and our team,
relearn not to call it Polaris anymore because we are so much get used to it, and we are like even that detail it makes us super satisfied, right?
Yeah, and we are happy and. Our team is also ready, so this is because we have an amazing team. So this is a pleasure to work with them, and
yeah.
So how excited are you for The Witcher 4? Let us know in the comments. To stay up to...
So that's pretty much that video. I'm mad excited. I'm gonna say that right now. Let's see what else. Geralt of Rivia better be the final boss in Witcher 4, the final boss of the Gwyn tournament. That's great. And a smash hit in the Netflix show. Okay, calm down. Please don't interrupt anything from... Yeah, that would be true. I would be kind of disappointed if they brought a bunch of stuff from the Netflix show. I haven't even watched it. I heard some bad reviews on it, and maybe being a Witcher fan, you think I would watch it. But once I heard people say they kind of went away from what they were going to do, I just been scared. It just... I don't know. I just like the game. More excited than GTA 6? That's a big statement, buddy. But GTA is on a different level. Yo, you think he's right? Put in the comments below what you think of this guy's comment. I don't know. Witcher 3's top tier. I might be more excited because I get to play a story. On GTA is more of a just... hop on with the buddies, the boys. So seeing those really excited about this game, tell you, yeah, this dude is so passionate about this game. It's why I love, dude, facts. Dude, for real, if we can visit Yen and Geralt in Toussaint or whatever, that would be amazing. Even if it's like an ending, like just like a multiple ending thing, where it's like on one of the endings you sit down, you put your swords next to the girl, and he's just kind of like, so, what's next? And then it just like ends. You know what I mean? That wraps it up. Thank you guys so much. If you guys watched all the way through this video, I'll edit it up, make it clean, try to do what I can for you. Man, like, can I say, I'm mad excited. Like, excitement, 0 of 10, 10 being like, I need this game right now. I'm probably at, I'm at a 9. I cannot wait to play this game. I'm mad excited, dude. I cannot wait. If they do what I think they're gonna do, that is. If they don't do what I think they're gonna do, this game could quite literally be a fall off. Like, I'm talking like a 5 out of 10 rating when the game's done and out and everybody plays it. If they don't use her Elder Blood to the max, I think they're missing out on a big opportunity. I think that's one of the only reasons they should use Cirilla. If they use Cirilla as just a female Witcher and that's it, that is it. They don't go on her their Elder Blood. They don't go on her being technically a queen in a way. They don't go on anything. We don't get like a Daenerys storyline. I'm talking just insane. It's probably going to be a flop. But I'm mad excited. I'm out. Peace.